Hey folks, guess who? It's me again, the Fat. Hope you guys are having a great day. I just wanted to pop on real quick and say hello, and also talk about I actually wanted to I have a story for y'all, and then I want you to really think about the story, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what the story is about, who it's about, and why I'm telling it. So, this is about a man who fell asleep in a drive-thru at Wendy's. Okay, just let me paint the picture. Okay, so here's a man who apparently had a few to drink and he fell asleep at Wendy's drive-thru. So basically, he was about to order 2 chicken nugget sandwiches and a Frosty. Those are super good. And apparently, he fell asleep. So they kept on asking him, "Hey man, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" And apparently, he fell asleep. So what do they do? What do the Wendy's people do? You know, there's people behind this guy, and they all want their chicken sandwiches. So everybody's honking their horns, and everybody's going crazy because they want their chicken hat sandwiches and Frosties. And this man is asleep at the wheel, and he's blocking the line. So of course, people are getting upset. Anyways, the workers at Wendy's, they call the cops, and guess what? The cops have to come, and they have to move the guy out of the way because they want people to get their chicken sandwiches. So they're moving these people out of the way. They take this guy out, and they're basically like, "Hey, dude, what's going on, man? Why'd you fall asleep at your wheel?" And he's like, "You know what, man? I only had a drink and a half, and I don't know what was inside of it, but apparently I fell asleep." And the cops were like, "You had a drink and a half, and you passed out when you're trying to get your chicken sandwich?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I just had a drink and a half." And the cop was like, "Well, what did you have?" And he's like, "I don't know. Some girl just gave me some drinks and I just fell asleep." He's like, "You know what, man?" He's like, "I just want to go home. You know, I'm going to go home." And the cop was like, "Well, you know, I can't really let you drive home because, for one, you fell asleep at a Wendy's and you were drinking a chicken sandwich or trying to get a chicken sandwich and you didn't get a chicken sandwich. And you failed to get your Frosty, but I got to give you a breathalyzer test before I send you on your way." And the man, at the whole time, you know, these two people, the cop and the person, they were being super nice to each other, very friendly. No, like back and forth, you know, banter or anything like that. So anyways, is there a glare on this or what? No, maybe it's just me. Okay, so anyways, okay, back to the story. So anyways, the cop was like, "Okay, let me give you this breathalyzer test." And apparently the man blew, and he's like, "Man, how many drinks did you really have?" And he's like, "I only had 1.5, and I don't know what was in it, but man, I want to go." So the cops are like, "You know what? We can't let you go. We can't let you drive because, you know, you're going to kill somebody else on your way home." Common sense, right? So anyways, he's like, "You know, we got to take you in. You know, basically you were intoxicated. We got to take you in." So, you know, the cop was doing his job. The guy was pretty chilled. And anyways, the cop went to go ahead and put handcuffs on him, and then the guy attacked him. Okay, so at this point in time, it was 0 to 100 really quick. And the cop and his friend were trying to handcuff this dude, and he would not obey. So the entire time they're wrestling on the floor, they drop down. This man who was trying to get his Wendy's groove on apparently now grabs the cop's taser, and he gets up and starts running away from the cops. Now, I don't know if you've ever been tased, but it hurts like a bitch. So this is a weapon. This is a weapon on the cops. Now, remember, this man, he grabs the weapon off of the cops and he tries to tase the cops. And now, at this point in time, the man is running with the taser and the cops are chasing him. The man at that point in time then turns around and tries to shoot the taser at the cops and sting him. And guess what the cops have to do to him? They shoot him 3 times, or twice, or 3 times, I don't know. They shot him, and apparently he collapsed. So, the man at the end of the story, he died because he got shot, and the cop was trying to save him, but it didn't work. So anyways, okay, so now that you guys know the story, was the cop in the wrong? Did the cop do anything wrong? I don't think so. And let me show you some video of it right now. There's dumb flies in here.
Dude, you're parked. You're sitting in the drive-thru line here. Blah 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 blah. Stop. Very good.
I just had a few drinks. That's it.
How many?
1.5. Like I said, I was into the second cup. I wasn't even. I told her, "Babe, let's go," because I'm hungry.
What kind of drinks did you have?
I'm not sure. It's something she ordered. She said top shelf or whatever.
Right.
Just Take me home. I'm ready to go.
So you had about 1.5 drinks, but you don't remember what kind of drinks they were?
No, sir.
All right.
I really don't, Mr. Ross.
All right, I think you've had too much to drink to be driving. Put your hands behind your back for me. Here, put your hands behind your back. Hey, stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased! Stop!
Mr. Ross.
Stop!
Come on, man.
Stop! You're gonna get tased!
Mr. Ross.
Hey, hands off the taser! Hands off the taser! Stop fighting! Hands off the taser! Stop fighting! Taser! 63.
Okay, as you can see, the video basically tells you exactly what I said. You know, the cop, used deadly force because apparently he's about to be tased, which is not anything bad. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, did this cop do anything wrong? No. Now, let me go ahead and paint the picture. No, let me go ahead and fill in the picture. It's the man who was sleeping in the Wendy's drive-thru was a black man named Rayshard Brooks. The cop was a white cop, and now that the white cop shot the black man for taking his taser and trying to tase him, the cop has now been fired and is now being prosecuted for the death penalty in the state of Atlanta. Okay, has your feelings changed just because the man was black and the cop was white? No, it shouldn't change because he was a thug and he was trying basically to take the cops and shoot the cops. At one point in time, have the cops ever been trained to, hey, if somebody takes your taser, let him run, and if he points it at you, don't do anything, drop, stop, and roll. It doesn't happen. The cops have not been trained that way. They've never been trained that way. Even in the old Wild Wild West, they were not trained that way. If somebody points something at you that's going to harm you in some significant way, then guess what? You fire and you kill that, or you shoot that guy. And cops aren't trained to maim. They're not trained to nick you so you can fall. They're trained to shoot. They're trained to hit you center mass. That's any person who's ever shot a weapon is always trained to shoot center mass. Center mass, why? Because you want to take the guy down. If you nick him, if you graze him, then he'll still try to harm you. So, now this cop is being prosecuted, and this guy, he's the DA on this case, and look what he's saying about it.
Mr. Brooks, on the night of this incident, was calm, he was cordial, and really displayed a cooperative nature. Secondly, even though Mr. Brooks was slightly impaired, his demeanor during this incident was almost jovial.
What? He's saying that the guy was professional and he was calm and cool and collective, and he didn't do anything, and he was just sitting in his car. But he was cooperative the entire time. Apparently, this guy did not see this Rayshard Brooks take the cop's taser and wrestle him to the ground. I don't think that's being cooperative at all. The only thing I can think of is that this guy is thinking, well, maybe they're trying to play some kind of a game of Twister, and whoever loses gets tased. Oh, that did not happen. Again, listen to what he's saying. He's saying that Rayshard Brooks was calm, cool, and collective.
Brooks never presented himself as a threat.
Here, put your hands behind your back.
Officer Rolfe actually kicked Mr. Brooks while he laid on the ground, while he was there fighting for his life. Officer Brosnan actually stood on Mr. Brooks's shoulders while he was there struggling for his life.
Here, put your hands behind your back.
Seriously, folks, it's not what happened. This dude took a cop's taser and tried to shoot him. Now, he died, yes, and that's a tragedy. But it doesn't matter if he's white or black. If he was a white guy and a white cop or white reverse, it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to take weapons off of cops. It's just stupid. That's stupid. Has nothing to do with being black and white and discrimination. And now this poor cop is going to be tried for doing his job, basically. And hopefully the justice system actually lets this cough off, and because he didn't do anything wrong. But don't be lying to the public and saying that he didn't do anything wrong. We all seen the video. DA man. And I'm gonna put your name on this so you can maybe watch this video. You're not doing any justice here. You're just trying to save your job because guess what? This whole Black Lives Matter thing is getting out of hand, folks. And you're trying to do what you think is right, but it's not fair because the cop was actually doing what he was supposed to be doing. This cop is a good cop. A lot of these cops are good cops, and they're actually being prosecuted for doing what they're doing. And guess what? The shitty thing at this very end is somebody burned down the Wendy's. So now how is anybody supposed to get their chicken sandwiches just because Rayshard Brooks fell asleep in the drive-thru? And guess who burned down the Wendy's? A white person. What does that have to do with anything? Why would you burn down the Wendy's? So not only do you have the people from the Black Lives Matter group mad at the cop, but now you got all the people who are like chicken sandwiches. They're mad at the person who burned down the Wendy's. Why burn down the Wendy's? No, the Wendy's had nothing to do with the chicken sandwich, or it had nothing to do with anything. It had nothing. It was just standing alone, being like, you know what? I serve chicken sandwiches. I serve Frosties. I serve hamburgers. Why are you gonna burn me down? I didn't do anything. I was just taking orders. Stupid. Let's wake up, people. This man does not need to be prosecuted. This man was doing his damn job. Wake up, stupid idiots out there. Let's be real. Anyways, long story short, have a good weekend. Rayshard Brooks, yeah, again, tragedy, but you're not supposed to take weapons from cops. If y'all learn anything from the story, do not take weapons from cops and start pointing them at them because you can get shot. I do love you guys. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.